real estate to you? What you see on the screen, what you see on this slide is various ideas that come to people's mind when they hear real estate. They think land, they think building, they think selling, they think buying, they think investment, housing, value, agents, they think commercial, property, managing. These are all various ideas that come into people's mind when they hear the word real estate. But in the actual sense of it, real estate is best explained in terms of its three parts. That is under the land, the surface of the land, and above the land. So when you want to explain real estate, it's best to explain it as under the land, the surface of the land, and then above the land. Let's under the land. Under the land, you have agricultural products like our tuber crops, the ones when you plant, and then you have to harvest them from under. You have your mineral to get water to make well, borrow. All of this can be found under the land, and all of this as well make up real estate. Under the land as well, we have soakaway tank and legacy green homestead. As the name implies, it's just the physical surface of the earth that you can see there. And then above the land, we have buildings. I would like to say that real estate, when you're talking of above the land, some of the structures may be permanent and others could be semi-permanent. So these structures here are semi-permanent of buildings. Buildings are most times permanent, even though you can dispose of some of their parts or remove some of their parts. But they are most, and in the Ogunmakin community of Ogun State is real estate. So real estate ranges from whether it's developed to undeveloped. It could be sold, it could be leased, it could be bought, it could be owned by an individual. The land, we have the surface of the land as well, and then you have above the land. So the earth surface, down to the earth and upward to infinity, including anything permanently attached, natural objects. The point here is that when you're talking of land, it is natural, the way God created it. And so under land, you can have, in its natural form, you can have water, you can have minerals. That's the way God created it. But when you come to real estate, you've added something artificial to the land, like the soakaway tank. That is artificial. Even agricultural product that was not there naturally, that was planted, that is artificial. So that is what makes it real estate. So why you may add those things, let me bring it home and explain it a way we can understand. If we use my gender, for instance, as a female, the way God created you, you are natural. That probably the way you wake up, except as a normal person, the way are what improvements on it. The same thing with real estate and land. When it is natural form, it is land. But once you make it, real estate, like I said, is land plus any other artificial improvements you've made on it, whether to improve the value or to improve it as a whole. That's real estate. But when you're talking of real property, when we're talking of rights, there are different forms, but they can be grouped majorly into two: possession and ownership. When you're talking of possession, you're looking at yourself as a tenant. That's the best way to explain it. For a specific duration, you can stay in the property for that duration after you've paid. So you have a right to occupy the premises and the land. Then you also have the right to possess without harassment as someone that is in possession of the land or of the real estate. Then exclusion of other interests. So you can stay in the property without, and you can also tell the landlord you cannot bring somebody in at that point. So it also depends on what your contract. Stay in the premises, you have a right to possess the premises or the property without harassment, and you also have the right to exclusion of other interests. Then as the owner of the land, you also have the right as well to, we're talking of your the right to determine who's going to take interest in the land. So you have the right to say, you can decide to give your property to stay there without harassment. To 6 of real estate. I'll start with scarcity. Real estate is very scarce. Statistics have shown that it's just 1/4 of the entire earth that is land. The rest is water. And the particular quantum of land you have in a location at a time does not increase. Say my country home, for instance, assuming we have 100 hectares there, that's what we have there, that's what we can sell. We cannot say people want to buy more of that place and then we stretch the land or expand. Something that, or the topography, the slope, the way it is, something is going to differ in the land. No two properties are the same, no two plots of land are the same. Then immobility. Now I explained this earlier that even though you can detach parts of the property itself cannot be moved. You cannot resurrect the property from the foundation and carry it somewhere else. No, once the foundation has been moved, so even though what you use as finishing touches might depreciate or might go into obsolescence, the property itself is still there. It has only depreciated in value. Then illiquidity. It's not easy to convert it to cash. That is why you would have told somebody about land today, but the person is not making decision till a month's time, till 2 months' time, because it's not a commodity that you take to the market and they're able to buy immediately. So you can put shoes on your status and tell somebody it's for sale, and it's indestructible, and then it's not easy to convert it to cash. It's not easy to convert it to cash. So let's quickly go to the summary. Real estate has 3 parts. Like I said, under the land, the surface of the land, and then above it. Under, we have different things, both man-made and natural. Above, the surface of the land itself, and then what is above it. Now, the difference between land and real estate is in the permanence of what is attached, in terms of being natural or artificial. Is it there by itself, or is it something that man has made improvements on? Right. So when you own property, you have both the real estate, the tangible part, and then you also have the rights to the property. Even though it could be just possession, you are renting it for a period of time, or you could own it. Yes, now the closing quote. Knowledge is when you learn something new every day. I believe from our training today, you must have gained something new. Like I said, this is Real Estate Insights with the Adbond team, and it's going to be taking place twice every month. So do well to join us in the next training coming soon. You'll be informed when to take place. If you have any comments. Okay, good morning and welcome to a new week. My name is Toluwani Akinyemi, and this is Real Estate Insights with the Adbond team. So this is a new initiative, and it is brought about to help us further understand and have bigger knowledge about real estate. So it's real estate. This is the introductory class. I will be taking the 3